Go.
Hey guys, welcome to Jeff's Custom RC and Raven Rock Aviation, man. I hope you guys are having a great week. Dustin and I are here trying to add a little joy and happiness into this wonderful work week. It's been a little stressful, guys, with everything going on. As you well know, we have a virus going around, guys. So it's what it is. You got to make the best of it. I hope some of you guys are at least getting to fly somewhere. You're out of work. Weather here's not been really great, but hopefully I'll get out some this weekend and get to fly. How about you, Dustin?
I'm trying to get the F-14, the EDF's finally back into the bird so I can take it out. Because, guys, I haven't flown since January, and I want to get this bird out because I put the video out with the EDF upgrading to the end runners, and now I really want to hit the rubber meets the road and get this bird in the air to see how much of a difference this really makes.
Yep.
But I spend most of my time with this guy, as my wife calls my other girlfriend. So
it could be worse, man. It could be worse,
True, very true.
Hey, it's one of those things, man. It's like I tell my wife, we could be doing so much worse, and we're having a great time. We're around some of the best people you can be around. Great guys, just awesome people. What do you do, man? I mean,
right.
thankfully my wife's great about it. She helps us with this channel. Dustin and I call her our executive producer. But she's doing a fantastic job helping us out, helping me out, keeping us straight. So yeah, Ashley, hey, he could be doing worse, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's the whole virus thing, not to get on my little soapbox, but if the media just stayed out of it, I think a lot of it would, you look at like H1N1, for example. My girlfriend at the time, when that was rolling around, like back in, 2009, she had it. I took care of her. I didn't even get it. And this is before I was diabetic. But, I mean, just because it's around doesn't necessarily we got to get it. Should you take precautions? Absolutely. But I feel like the media has nothing else to grasp onto as far as news other than this, this virus.
Well, exactly, man. I mean, and it gives them something to do, something to talk about. They got to keep things stirred. But it's like I told my wife. I said, when they're closing things, when they're saying no more gatherings of more than, first it was 100, then it was 50, now it's 10. Well, guys, this causes pandemonium and panic. I mean, and when I went to the grocery store Sunday, I just wanted to buy some damn chicken wings to throw on the grill. There wasn't nothing in the grocery store. I mean, and people were walking around with sheer panic all over their face like they weren't ever going to eat again. I'm thinking, people, the grocery store is not going to close. Right. We're not going to lose electricity. The guy in the meat department even said to me, we'll be restocking again on Tuesday. I'm like, well, it's a good thing because people walking around in here like they're going to eat somebody because they're scared. And I mean, like I say, guys, it's everybody just needs to stay calm. When they mention one thing, it sends people to a different place, and therefore people start grabbing and hoarding and buying everything. And if we didn't do that, there'd be stuff there for everybody, guys. So chill out, stay zen. I mean,
yeah. And I don't know if you saw, but North Carolina governor closed all bars and all sit-down restaurants at 5 o'clock today. So
yes.
I'm curious as far as how, and this is the last thing I'll say about it. The government's going to have to step in and tell these debt collectors, like your credit cards, your bills. I know Duke Power, they have issued a buffer to where when things kind of get back to normal and stabilized, they'll help people get back on track as far as billing go, because a lot of people are out of work now.
That's right.
Their hourly rate, or they can't put in the hours to make wages. And it's sad.
Well, and that's like, my wife and I are self-employed, man. I mean, and fortunately, thank God, women will come get their hair done if they got to wear a hazmat suit. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I have had women texting me wanting to know, hey, are you going to be there because I'm coming? I'm like, are you kidding? I'm going to be here because, hey, fellas, I got to work. It is what it is. And so, thankfully, my wife and I, we have a salon. We used to have 3,500 square feet with 9 employees. We, in the last couple of years, after 24 years of doing that, downsized to just she and I. And which, hey, God works in mysterious ways. It was a great thing. And now, people don't mind coming into us because it's just she and I here. It's clean. It's quiet. And, let's face it. After you've been cooped up in the house with your spouse for a few days, you're glad to get anywhere and talk to anybody. Okay? So they're glad to come in. They're glad to see us. We have wonderful clients that love my wife and I. Thank God we are so blessed to have the clients we have. Been doing them for years. And, so far, so good. Our clients have been coming in, and hopefully they'll keep coming because we're trying to keep everything nice and clean. And after every client, we disinfect and spray. So it's all we can do, man. So.
Yeah, it's interesting just to see the times that are ahead of us. I mean, luckily my wife, since our daughter just turned 1, but she keeps a lot of that stuff just on hand, just because we have a child, and she's either in my truck, my wife's car, or the house, or her grandmother's or grandparents, those 2 houses. So I lucked out in that sense. But I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that can kill this virus. And I was out at Walmart this morning getting some distilled water. Now for my CNC machine, I put distilled water back into it. And this lady, she came up to me because I had 12 gallons. That will last me a good little bit. I had 12 gallons, and she was like, "You should give me a gallon. I need a gallon. I'm taking a gallon." And I'm like, "No, homie. No, you're not. Nah. You should have been here 10 minutes earlier, or what have you." Now, if she came off nicer, I would have gave her 1 or 2, whatever. But I'm like, "What are you doing with it?" She said, "I need it for drinking water." I'm like, that water works just as well. I was like, if you drunk from the hose, growing up as a kid, you're immune to this virus. If you swim in a creek or swim in a pond,
that's right.
You're good.
That's it.
But
hey, Dave Marshall. Okay. Enough with the virus. Okay, Dave Marshall. That F-18 that you're going to get from Dustin Friday, it's going to look awesome, dude. Look, this is the F-16. Okay. That F-18 is going to look sweet, man, done in Arctic camo, bud. I can't wait to see it. I'm happy for you, man. I want to see this thing done. And, thankfully, yes, my wife did all the graphics on this jet. She is amazing at this kind of stuff, thank God. And so I can't wait to see your progression with this jet, man, as far as how it looks, what you're going to do. But let me tell you, I told you last night in your show that the clear shelf liner from Walmart works amazing for masking off. It is very low tack. It comes off easy. My wife turned me on to that. And it does a great job for masking off your different colors and things like that. So definitely get you some of that, man. You'll thank me. You'll be glad you got it.
Absolutely. I've also seen, what is it, 410 Productions, which is Justin Link. Is that right?
Yeah, Justin.
Him and Jeremy Soule, they do a wet type of masking where you just wet a piece of newspaper and lay it across it and just paint it and let it kind of tack a little bit and you can move it off. But for the the Arctic camo, that seems like that'll take forever and a day to do it that way. But just kind of as another tip out there.
Well, that's the thing. I use paper towels, and I think that's what Dave RC put on his channel because I told him about that, and that works really good. So yeah, the wet paper period works great for masking. You can peel it right off and it'll lay down really nicely too. So um, uh, I was very amazed, guys. I don't know about your area, but where we are here in North Carolina, our schools here they're feeding the kids, and I think that's amazing that they're making sure that these kids that aren't in school for next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long they're going to be. I think it's going to be more than 2 weeks actually. They're making sure these kids get fed, and hey, kudos to all the staff that are there feeding these kids, any of the volunteers, the help, anybody that's making sure these kids, because some of these kids, it's the only meal they get a day, sometimes breakfast, lunch. So, yeah, I mean, props to them, guys. And I think it's a great thing they're doing to make sure these kids get fed.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and it's sad to think, like, about that, like, kind of really, like, wrap your head around it. And, I mean, I don't know about you, but I've never gone to bed hungry. But some of these kids, like, right, that's a daily or happens multiple times during a week. And, I mean, I don't know how some of these, I don't know. It's just, it's sad all around. But
it is.
But it's awesome that, that people are stepping up, given the situation. And they're, we're trying to make the best of it.
Yeah.
I've never kept hand sanitizer in my jacket, but I keep it now, and
Me too.
I use it day in and day out now. I mean, just to add that little protection, but not just for me, but because I go home to a 1-year-old, even though they're statistically less likely to get it, versus like me. I got a compromised immune system because I got an autoimmune disease with diabetes, so I'm at higher risk than my wife or you or my child, but. I'm thinking of my kid first.
Look, the funny thing is, Michael Rochka just said there'll be a baby boom in 9 months. And Michael, the funny thing is, man,
that is very
I was
true.
talking about that to somebody the other day. You are so right, man, because when people are hemmed up, quarantined, yes, you will definitely see a baby boom in about 9 months. Mark my word. You're right, buddy.
Oh,
yes.
Man, I told my wife, I was like, if any of our friends are having like a baby shower and it's because of this, I was like, we can't afford all these baby showers. We just can't. So
yeah, and Gooniac says he's doing a barbecue with messy hands. I hear you, man. That's awesome. Hey, enjoy, buddy. I'm glad you're having a good time, man. That's what it's all about right now. You got to find some normalcy in what's going on, man. I mean, because if you don't, it's gonna send you over the edge. I mean, we'll probably see a baby boom, but guys, we're probably gonna see a lot of other issues. I mean, you look at guys out there, the servicemen with PTSD, things like that we don't think about. That this is going to spark. That don't know how to deal with issues. It's just gonna create a lot of emotional stress on people, families. It's going to be some hard times, and we just all really need to kind of pull together, be strong for each other, be kind to one another. Mm-hmm. I mean, just be kind, have kind words, volunteer if you can, even if you got to wear a mask, whatever you got to do. If you can help somebody, take them some food. A lot of these older people that can't get out or they're scared to death to get out, offer to go get them some groceries, bring it to their house, bring them something, help them out, guys. I mean, it's like my oldest son is 22. He's a millennial, love him dearly, but
watch it now.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute, man. Look, he's like, Dad, it's just a common cold. It's not that bad. Okay, well, you know what? He's down in Daytona on spring break. He's having a great time. He doesn't get it, man. And the bottom line is, for him, it might not be bad. May not be anything more than a common cold. But for people, I'm 53. I don't know about a lot of you guys out there. And I'm sure there's a lot of older, guys that fly and things that watch these shows. But it can be scary, and the bottom line is he may not have a problem at 22, but it's the person in the store next to him or the person in the grocery store or the gas station where he goes into that could have a problem that he's not thinking about. I mean, I said, son, put other people ahead of yourself, and that's what we're seeing with a lot of these younger people. It's all about me. Well, think about other people. It may not affect you as bad, but it could kill your grandparents. It could kill me or your mother or other people that you don't even think about it. So that's what I told him. I said, son, I love you, but I don't want to see you at my house for a couple of weeks once you get back from Florida. He went to a Miami Heat game the other night, Dustin. I said, son, do you not think for 1 second when you're in a room of 30-some thousand people that somebody's not infected?
Yeah.
Well, duh, well, we had a good time. Well, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. I mean, and it's just like, would you get on a cruise ship right now? I wouldn't. I wouldn't get on an airplane right now. So, just my 2 cents. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you just really got to take it day by day. I mean, that's the long and short of it, right?
That's it, man.
I've got a friend of mine out in California that he has took it upon himself and his family. It's a family affair, an agreement that they're actually quarantining themselves away from society for 14 days.
Yep.
They don't have the virus, and so they're doing that. And I've been keeping up with them, through like Facebook, and just asking like, how's things going? How's the rate in your area and what have you. But he's just being on the safer side because he's got some young kids. Yeah. And it's just the thought of, if something happens to them, regardless if it's just like a cold or whatnot, you still have the means to prevent it. And, it's kind of like when your parents are like, you do something bad, and your parents are like, I'm not mad at you, I'm just disappointed in you. It's like, that hurts more than like getting a whooping or getting like put in timeout. Right?
Well, and the scary part of this, man, is it cloaks itself, it hides behind allergies, common cold, because you think about it, this time of year, people are walking around, they're sneezing, they're coughing, oh, it's just allergies, oh, it's just a cold, oh, it may very well be, but everybody's going, stay away from me, you know what I mean? And it's really scary, because you just don't know. And that's, that's what makes it scarier, makes it worse. So, so I don't know. I'm trying to keep moving on, go day to day, like you said, and I don't know, but anyway, I think we need to do a roll call, man, and say hello to all these great guys that are in here tonight. RC Air Marshal, Shadow Ops, Josh Weaver, Eric RC, Jermaine Spencer, Thompson's Hanger,
Wild
Dennis
Bill,
Farley, John Hill, EQ RC. Guniac, hey man, what's up, buddy?
Michael Honeycutt.
Go ahead with it, brother.
We got Mr. Josh Weaver. I got to get up with you about that about your EDM sinker, because I watched some videos last night that you got to make those puzzle pieces. Mr. John Hill, Pearl Jam. Who else? Jackson RC. I can't talk right now. Wow. Tim Tuant. Man. Oh, and try 75 and being type 2 diabetic. Yeah, I'm type 1. So I know exactly what you're going through. Trust me on that. Oh, and this is no sugar, by the way. For people about to ask. Oh man, I got hooked on these. One of my coworkers, he sees I drink a lot of Monster energy drinks because I don't sleep at night, and he's like, try this, and I tried it, and it's expensive, but it's so much better. But hey, send some emojis if you've seen Pilot Ryan's HSD jet.
Right on, brother.
Dude, what a badass bird.
Dude, that video, Ryan, was incredible, man. I watched it on Dave Marshall's. I hadn't seen it last night, and Dave Marshall had it on, and it was like, damn, look, I had to leave Dave and go check it out because it was, Dave had it. It was badass, man, as Dave summed it up, I think, especially when he did that flyby.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was awesome, man. Yeah.
But I love what he was like, he landed, and he was doing a rollout. And he's like, here's the brakes. And it pretty much stopped like on a dime.
Yeah.
And I've never messed with brakes, never really seen it. So I never seen really how they work, but
Yeah.
that was pretty darn cool. Even Bobby, he was like, "That's awesome. That is awesome," and it sounded so good.
It did sound good, man. And I mean that he flew it great, and that Cortex gyro he had in there, man. I mean everything looked pretty easy to operate and work. And once he flipped it on, she was locked in, man. That was a great flight on that jet. I must say that looks amazing, definitely.
Yeah, I don't. So does the gyro come with the plane, or is it like another?
No. That's about a $250 gyro in that plane.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So by the time you put in your two 6-cell batteries, your two 250 milliamp batteries that tuck into the sides of the fuselage for your controls, your Cortex gyro, your receiver, you're easily in at $1,500. Easy, no problem.
No doubt, but it's a big plane, and again, you guys know I'm starting to like bigger and bigger planes. I want to see bigger and bigger planes out there. What I really would like to see is Flightline come out with another prop plane, and it have 4 motors and go by the name of B-17, which I know they already did, but if they do something that's like a 2,000 millimeter or 2 meter plane like Hobby King, that'd be pretty epic. I would be the first one to buy one. But
yes.
I like bombers.
Yeah, and I don't know what my wife is saying, pick me. I don't know what in the world she's talking about in here, guys. Look, that's why I call her our executive producer, man, because she gets our pictures up for our premiere. She puts all that stuff together. She does a phenomenal job of it because, look, I'm texting Dustin, and I'm going, hey, man, I need a picture from the waist up. I need this. He sends me a picture. I'm like, okay, take the coat off. Okay, take the shirt off.
Yeah, and it's like, what, 7:30 in the morning. I'm like trying to get trucks loaded and helping my coworkers get, because customers rolling in. I'm trying to get them loaded so they can get out there to their job. He's like, oh, without a jacket. All right, now cross your arms. And I'm just like, sorry. This is all
man,
I can
like
do right
I said,
now.
I'm just a messenger, man. That's all.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, even Brian Chambers and EQ.
Doing a great job.
Well, Brian Chambers and EQ RC, they agree with me. B-17, Freewing, Flightline. If you're watching this, Alpha, B-17. B-17.
Yeah. Yes. And we're not playing bingo and calling numbers. That's a B-17. Okay?
Oh, man. The and Dave, yes, that would be epic if they came out with a 105 millimeter dual EDF F-15. That would be epic.
Or either one of these. That would be awesome too. Yes.
Hey, Lakin, he's in here. Hey, buddy, you're welcome.
I know, right?
I hope you're having fun with those Legos. Actually, I bought some more material to make some more.
Digging the Legos. Yes. Definitely. Yeah, so, I mean, but yeah, no, seriously, that F-16 HSD is off the chain, guys. And, I guess, depends on what your money situation is looking like. It's a lot of money for a jet. I know that. You go from a 90 millimeter right here to 105. Doesn't sound like a lot. And size-wise, it probably isn't much bigger, but hey, it is bigger, and that's what matters. I mean, the brakes, the whole 9 yards. It's a good-looking jet. I gotta say, it's awesome. The only thing that worries me, though, man, and again, I've seen some guys fly the older one off grass. This one's got an upgraded power system.
Yeah, I saw there was one gentleman on YouTube, and I can't remember his name right now, but I think he went by Frank. Don't hold me to that. And if I can find it after the show, I'll send it to Jeff so you can put it in the comments. But he did a comparison of like the new one because RC Jetworks Andy sent him the new EDF. And he did like a comparison of it, and like it's got some more it's got some more power to it. I mean, considerably. You can tell it.
Well, didn't Ryan say that the new one's supposed to have around 13 pounds of thrust?
Something like that, I believe.
Yeah. That's kind of. I think the older one only had like what 10. So
maybe even less. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
So that's why I say I can't imagine how, especially like on a field like what we have, that this jet wouldn't perform. I mean, I can't imagine, because our field is, I mean, it's nice, man. You've been to it. You've seen when it's freshly cut, it's like smooth, brother. So I don't know. I think it would do great on it personally.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it's always a thing about grass. You know, you just gotta play into it. It's like the F100, for example. To me, it looks like a catfish, but then also like the mid-90s Camaro looks like a catfish. Yeah. But it's a cool jet. But you look at the nose gear. The nose gear is like an F14, which, you know, that's a weakness because of how it comes down, and there's really no structure around it to keep the landing gear from basically collapsing in on itself. And I've seen it happen a lot of times, but really, realistically, the only thing to really go would be mostly the pin if you don't break the servo casing. But, you know, I always think about these things when I'm looking at these planes. First thing I look at is always the landing gear. The landing gear is always going to be the weak point in the plane, but it's on the pilot. But everybody, you know, they screw up once in a while. You know, it's bound to happen. You know, it's like Ryan and everybody else says, every plane has its own expiration date, and it's just a matter of when that clock gets punched.
Exactly, and they all do have an expiration date. Somewhere on that plane there is one, I promise you.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And talking about, that reminds me, so because of everything going on with the virus and whatnot, I'm extending the F-14 like pre-order another week. I've sent some emails out today just letting guys know I'm pushing it back a week, because some guys have emailed me because of like their financial situation and whatnot. So I don't know if I'm gonna do like another like run of these. I'm just kind of seeing how these go, and if we have enough people like next go around, I'll make some more. I went out and got some material for the battery trays, and I got the wood is what I got. So I'm trying to get ahead of that curve while things are kind of, they're not slow, but they're not like blazing, like got to get stuff done now. So I'm trying to take advantage of that time.
Yeah. And we got Dave's RC in the house. I want to say hey to Dave tonight. Hope you're doing good, buddy.
What's up, Dave?
I don't know how the weather's been up in your area, man. Hope you and your family are well. Hopefully, man, we're getting into some warmer weather, getting to fly some things, man. I got to get some stuff going, as you can see. So, you know, but and I know you got a lot of stuff. You got the PAC-5, you got the Focke-Wulf, you got the F-14. You got to get up, Dave. So, yeah, got a lot of stuff going on, Dave. You got to do, and so do we, man. So, hopefully it'll happen soon. You know.
Yeah, Dave. We're friends on Facebook. Send me a message, and we'll get you hooked up as far as that goes. But Dennis Farley, yeah. So remember, Andy mentioned that about, you know, it would void the warranty.
Yeah.
Me flying off grass, and I was being respectful, but and if you know me, I'm a blunt person about, like, you know, why does this void that warranty for flying off grass type thing? And it kept kind of like pushing it, lack of a better term. And he came out and said that, you know, it's a case-by-case basis, right? You know, if you rip off like two of the landing gear, well, that's on the pilot. But, you know, if it's a gentle landing and something happens, you know, I can see that. But again, that's kind of why I always wear. I know people, they talk about the hat cams and what have you.
Yeah.
I use the hat cams mainly like for landing, because if anything they get damaged, it's when you're landing. Assuming that everything else went good, you didn't have no brownouts or servos failures or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, that it is. I don't know, Dave Marshall may know more about this, and some of you other guys can chime in. Has anybody heard any more word on Nall in the spring, in May? Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? I mean, I know there's a lot going on. Nobody probably knows. Unfortunately, it was canceled last year due to weather for the first time in, 34 years?
Yeah, because we had a hurricane roll through, was it?
Yes. Well, no, I just think it was basically inclement weather, man. Just bad weather, bad timing on everything. But this year, I don't know what they're going to do, man. Dave Marshall said that he thought it probably would be called off. Maybe a week or so ago, we were talking in something. Cody kind of dropped the line that he wasn't sure, but nobody knows. I mean, so don't know, man. But anyone? Bueller, chime in.
I'm not too sure either. What's going to go on with that? I hope not. Top Gun was canceled.
John said Top Gun was canceled.
Really?
The event in Wilson, which is, what is it? The jet flying, the big one in Wilson, Mr. John, I'm sure you know the name of it. Paul Hatcher knows the name of it as well. Mm-hmm. That one may be canceled. I don't know. This is going to hit our industry, guys, pretty hard. As far as not only in the events that we all enjoy, but just probably in the shipping of planes, companies. I know Tower Hobby sent out an email today. I'm sure you guys saw if you subscribe to them, saying that they couldn't guarantee certain delivery anymore for right now. So yeah. It's gonna definitely hit this industry as well. It isn't just the food industry or the restaurants or other. It's this industry too is gonna feel the crunch of it also, guys.
Yeah, apparently, Wreckham Roy is in here with us, and
hey, Roy, what's up, buddy?
And I just got here.
Gary, how you doing, man?
I just got here. What fuse are you talking about? Are you talking about the B-17? Because you mentioned that it's green, so I don't know.
Hey, Fred. How you doing, buddy?
Mr. Fred Barron. But yeah, I mean, down here, as far as my family's business, we won't close unless, either my dad or I are sick. We come down something. So hopefully nothing like that happens by any stretch of the imagination, but hey, you never know what happens until it happens.
Yeah, that's like Dave Marshall just said. If you don't know how to repair a phone, it's a good time too. Well, You got that right, buddy. You better get some phone tack. Now I'm gonna tell you guys. I don't know about where you guys live, but if you go to Hobby Lobby, they sell the Beacon, which is the same people that make phone tack.
Yep.
They sell pretty much like phone tack in Hobby Lobby. They sell CA. They sell a kicker, a catalyst. They sell a lot of products in Hobby Lobby. If you guys don't need to say order $100 worth of stuff from Motion or Horizon, and you don't want to pay shipping, go to Hobby Lobby or go on their website. A lot of times you can get a coupon and get 45-50% off. And you can get some good deals there as well on your phone tack, things like that. So, Motion and Horizon Hobby, as good as I love them, they're not the only places to find these things right now. If you guys need them, you can find them at your local hobby stores if you have one near your town or whatever.
Yeah, and that foam tack that you're talking about, it's not quite like foam tack you get from Motion, but it's so darn close that it works.
Exactly.
I've got some.
I got a whole bottle, man.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff still.
Yep. Well, it's kind of, it's almost like rubber cement, regardless of how you look at it. It's pretty much the same thing. If you put it together, pull it apart, it strings up, then you stick it back together. You know, if you're not going to fly it for 24 hours, it's going to set up. It's going to be fine.
Right.
So, but it's made by Beacon, which is the same company. Matter of fact, we had a store here in Greenville called AC Moore. They were going out of business, and they had all of their Beacon products like 50% off. I bought several bottles of practically looks just like Foam Tack. Got it for 50% off, and does a great job. I've used some of it. So, you know, just saying, guys, if you don't need to order enough to compensate for shipping, check out your local, you know, Hobby Lobby, AC Moore's if you have one in your area, things like that.
Oh yeah, and Josh Weaver was talking about Gorilla Glue. I like the white or just the clear Gorilla Glue that expands with water. That stuff's awesome, especially like for landing gear. You can get like some people that do like clay pots and stuff like that. They got like these utensils where you can get in there and kind of compress the foam, so you can get a lot of glue in there. Mix it with like a little bit of water in there. Put that glue in there, and it starts expanding. And just as it expands, you know, you just kind of wipe it out. And
that's right.
I've done a good fix. Well, remember the last time I was flying with you, Jeff? I was coming in doing like the high alpha, and it just slammed my nose gear down because I pretty much stalled it. Yeah, it fixed the nose gear on that because as I was taxiing back, I could see that nose gear, you know, wiggling back and forth front and aft. So I knew I was well, either the servo broke, the pocket broke, or the pocket came out of the foam, and it was just the pocket, and he just got loose.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, I mean, so that's what I say. A lot of this stuff, you know, I mean, and, you know, guys go back and forth. A lot of times on gear, things like that. We've all talked about it at our field. A lot of guys don't like epoxy for certain things like that because it's not forgiving. It's so hard. Whereas Foam Tack can have a little flex to it, a little more forgiving. I kind of agree with them, especially on your landing gear and things like that. Because a lot of times, if you've got a little flex, if you land hard, it'll give you that flex. Whereas if it's brittle and hard like epoxy, as soon as you land, it's either going to rip it out or it's going to break something. I mean, and that's just is what it is. Right. So I tend to like Foam Tack better or something there like for my gear and situations like that, because I'd rather have a little play than to be so rigid and hard that you hit the ground hard, it just breaks something, you know?
Brendan, what is up, my man?
Brendan, what's up, buddy?
So guys, that Brandon, go check out his channel, and again, check everybody else's channel out. But Brandon, he's the guy that me and him have been bouncing ideas and data off the L14 when it comes to the EDFs. And so I've got the end runners from Motion because I just wanted a direct, just bolt-in application, and Brendan's got the FMS, the 2100. So I think it's the Platinum is the correct terminology. 2100 kV. In his, and as it stands, he's got about a pound of more thrust than I. He's broken in his fans a little bit more. I haven't really, I dare to say, not really have broken them in yet. I've only got a few runs on them, but you know, we'll see how this all goes when I finally get to the field. So hopefully, I get to the field this weekend. I'll take the L39 as like a warm-up jet, and then take the Pig L14 out.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I mean, Brendan did a great job on that, man. The different, you know, analysis he did with the Futura, he was getting over right around 5 or a little over of thrust, and his question was, can I double that? And yeah, he did, guys. And he was doing really well with it there towards the end. I can't wait to actually see it fly, see how it performs. But like I wrote him in the comments, and Dustin, you know this too, man, because we've talked about this. It's one thing to hook something to a scale and pull it, especially when you're not getting any resistance. You're not getting any resistance against the leading edges or anything. That all makes a difference. Grass, as you and I well know, makes a big difference. But hey, like I told Brendan, anytime you can get more power to get off the ground, especially with grass, it's a win, man. And that's just like this F-16. Yes, I put an upgraded power system in it because the one that was the regular stock, it would work, but it sucked. I mean, it just was sluggish. It didn't want to come off the ground. You've seen this one fly. It come off the ground just like that on grass. So yes, anytime you can upgrade and get more power, it's going to cost you guys. But what do? I mean, and Brendan, you did a great job of showing that, man. And hey, man, can't wait to see it fly. So thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely, and as me and Brendan were talking, this is by far our most expensive jet.
Definitely.
I think in all I've got about 900 into it. 500, 550 plus another like 250 for the EDFs and ESCs. So I mean, that first time I was flying it, like regardless how good of a flyer you are, I still get nervous. I really do. And that first flight, that was nervous. And then after that, it was time to start landing it hard to test those plates out. And that's what I was doing. The video that I got posted over on my channel.
Yeah, Brendan, it ought to pull some vertical now, man. You ought to be able to.
Yeah, because
you're ass right on up in the air now, buddy. I hope you can, man.
Yeah, I hope too, because I mean you're very, very close to a 1-to-1 ratio. Let's see here.
Hey, buddy, it hurts with all of them. You hear what I'm telling you? It hurts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So,
yes.
My thrust is like a 3/4 to weight ratio, thrust to rate ratio right now, 0.77.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah, it does hurt when we talk about Top Cat money.
Hey, and look, guys, if you haven't been to Motion RC's website and voted in the March Mayhem for your favorite customized plane, hint, hint, definitely go and place your vote, guys. I know Brendan's got a beautiful plane in there, the Pixar plane, the AL-37 right here.
Yeah.
He did a fantastic job along with Victor Shameless, Jeremy Saltz. A lot of guys did some beautiful work in there. I've got a Corsair in there myself. And there's several of you guys in this chat tonight that have got beautiful customized planes in there. So go check them out, guys, if you haven't voted. I think, when does the deadline end, Dustin? Is it Monday?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it's actually Monday.
Yeah, well, definitely go by, guys, and vote. I mean, it only takes a minute. Please vote. And any of you guys that voted for me, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. The Corsair I did turned out beautifully. I love it. It's a great flying bird, especially with the sound system that's in it. So I really appreciate any support that you guys give me. I know Dave Marshall said it came down to mine and somebody else's with his bracket that he did. It's all good, man. I appreciate it. I just appreciate you guys voting for me. But definitely check it out. Vote for Brendan if you guys like his work. I think he did a fantastic job, along with Victor and these other guys that have really put a lot of hard work in these planes. So it is a lot of work. It's rewarding. It's beautiful. We all enjoy doing it, obviously, or we wouldn't. And so go by, give it a look, check out these planes, guys, and vote for your buddies and your friends, and let them know you appreciate what they're doing out there.
Absolutely, and I wish I had time to do more modeling. I've actually got two V-17s. The first one I got was the Memphis Belle, and not to take anything away from the history of the Memphis Belle and what have you. It's just that so many people had that plane. I'm turned off by it, so I repainted it. And if you ever repainted a 2,000 millimeter bird, oh man, because I had to go back in there and put, because I had to take the stickers off, so it removed the paint, and some of the stickers removed the foam. Had to go back in there with some patchwork and get the body lines back, paint it all green, and then go back and tape it all around to do the gray bottom. It was my first time doing it, and so I kind of bit off more than I can chew. But in the end, it turned out very, very good, very, very good. But I fly my silver one all the time. Is primarily what I fly, and I've got my green one, which is a Thunderbird, hanging up in the shop. But Greg, yeah, that's my VF2 SS Haas. And I also got another mill to my left. But I've been machining for a little bit.
Just a minute, right?
Just a minute, yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah. That man's awesome at what he does. People, don't let him fool you. I mean, like I've seen his operation. I know what he does. He does killer work, man. So yeah, I mean, this right here, the tolerances on these for him to look. Josh Weaver said, "I like to hear the click." That's what I'm talking about. He's a tight guy, so definitely, yeah, he knows what he's doing. Just a little bit.
Yeah. So Dave Marshall, RC Jet Dealer Steve's Apache. If you ever watch his video for the elevator, he's got like a hinge on that, and that was an actual hinge that I designed and machined for him. Oh gosh, that was back in like October, I believe, and that was pretty slick how that turned out. It was pretty cool. But yeah, Gary, I've got a video. So every time I machine, it ends a program. If you ever watch Pulp Fiction, Samuel Jackson scene where they're interrogating one of the guys, and he's like, "Hey, does he look like a little?" Or he's like, "Say what one more bleepity bleep time." It does that. So but you can do it. I can make it say anything I want. It's just you just gotta load the file, and it's just an M code. Just make it happen. But
he gets lonely sometimes sitting in there, so his machine talks to him. Yeah, no big.
Dustin, you so sexy. Like, I know.
Damn. And yes, Dave, RC, you should have entered your, what was it? I think it was your F14 that you and Kyle did, the black and gold.
The F18.
18, okay, yeah. I mean, that looked awesome, Dave. Yeah, you definitely should have entered that. But I know Dave also did an L39 that looked awesome as well. Dave, you've done several good planes, man. You definitely should have put something in the competition. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, definitely thanks for going by and voting, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, and I was watching the live stream. We had like all the entries, and guys, as Jeff said, they were all beautiful. They were all awesome, and each of their own individual way. Some of the guys like took it outside the realism or the full scaleness, if you will. Yeah. And painted them like just how they thought they would be painted. Regardless if it's would ever be in real life or not. And so for thinking out the box and just being different, dude, very well job, very very well done. There was one like Avanti that was like a Jolly Rogers theme, which they don't go hand in hand together, but it turned out to be badass. I loved it.
It did look good. Yes, it did. And those Avantis are great flying planes. A lot of people love them. Dave Marshall, I know he loves them. Brendan had said he wasn't going to go with one of those. He went with the Futura, which really, to me, doesn't look a whole lot different. They look like they have the same flight characteristics. But yeah, and I went with the Stinger 90, which I painted like a T-45 Goshawk, and that Stinger 90 is badass. I'm just saying, especially with the upgraded power system I put in it. Yeah, it's a great flying jet, guys. Awesome jet.
Oh man, it was like there was one gentleman on one of the Facebook groups. He was like a gentleman had an afterburner, and anyway, I think it was Guniax, one of Guniax's afterburners. And he's like, whatever you do, don't put it in an L39, which I have one in an L39, even though in real scale it doesn't have an afterburner. And I was like, don't worry, bro, I got you. And he was like, well, that's not real. I'm like, well, that's the thing about modeling. I can make it how I want it, and you can like it, or you don't like it. I
That's
don't
right.
care.
And like Brendan said, that L-39 Bumblebee, yeah, that was awesome, Brendan. You got that right. That plane looked great, man. I love that scheme on that myself.
Multi Colt.
Yep, that looked really good.
Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't. No, there wasn't a plane within that within that showcase that it's kind of like, eh. I mean, they were all great. I mean, it's all
Well, that's
about
the thing.
this
Out
hobby.
of what was it, over 200 entrants,
Mm-hmm.
and they only picked 64. I personally was very honored to be in that 64. So thank you, Motion RC, Alpha, James, all you guys that chose the winners to be in that bracket. I very much thank you for choosing my plane to be represented in your competition. However it turns out, I was just honored to be in the 64. So thank you guys very much.
Fantastic. Yeah, I had nothing to enter in. That was custom. I mean, really, the only thing I'd done was the B-17, and my hangar is actually at my parents' because my dad has a bigger shop over there, so I just keep my planes over there. And heck, the day was the first time I've been over there in like 3 or 4 weeks, easy.
Yeah.
So I need to get over there, because it was funny. I walked in and saw the F-14, and then I saw the EDFs like in the box, and I was like, oh, I remember doing the EDF test. I was like, but I don't remember taking the EDFs back out. So I was kind of like, okay. So there's a little bit more work that needs to be done than I originally anticipated.
Shit.
But no, I mean, as far as you and like Tim, they the sound system. I've been itching and wanting a sound system like in one of my birds for a while. I just
Love
got
some sound, man.
Dude, it's so cool. It's so cool. And then your little butthead self on your little Instagram account, where you're like taxiing out, and it's like it's a Corsair, and it sounds so good, and you go to take off, and then like it just cuts off. I'm like,
yeah. Teaser, man, teaser.
You little butthead. I was like, man.
Yeah. Well, and there was somebody. Who was it on? Who was it that just posted something on YouTube? Was it Tim? It was an AL-37. It was in memory of his grandson.
That's
and he put the sound system in it, man, and that sound system sounds incredible in that AL-37. And I actually, after watching his video, I went to the website and checked out the sound system because I was so impressed with how it sounded in his plane. And I'm not. Who was that? It's somebody we all know.
Yeah, it's a copy up in Canada, I believe. Gary, thank you for subbing to my channel, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah,
like I said, somebody that we see in here all the time. He did the plane in memory of his grandson.
Yeah, that was Tim.
Was it Tim Toutant?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Well, he's in here. So, Tim, excellent job, man. And again, sorry for the loss of your grandson, but he would be honored because your plane is gorgeous. Excellent work. Your sound system sold me, man. I was very impressed by the sound, how it started up with the captain speaking. Mm-hmm. It was loud. So I am me a sound system. So good job, man. Your plane is amazing. So you did a fantastic job on that. So thank you.
Oh yeah, and I've talked to Tim about his sound system as well. And then you told me about your sound system off of like a Banggood. It's what, $60?
Yeah, I mean, and it's the Sense One sound system, and for these prop planes, it's great. You can program the sounds off of their website that are free, the gun sounds, things like that. Mm-hmm. For what it is, man, you cannot beat the price of it. It comes with 2 transducers, which are normally $20 some a piece if you buy the Mr. RC sound. So yeah, for a total package with 2 transducers, you can go to the website, download for free for what, $69? Mm-hmm. You can't beat it, guys. It's great.
No, not at all. And also, kind of jumping subject a little bit. Everybody knows the Guniac afterburner, and this is kind of like a plug for him. Is that I?
Yeah.
Dude, I love his afterburners. And it's the only ones I use.
Who wouldn't? Right.
I'm sure there's other ones out there, but I always look at things of like the functionality and like the customer service of it. I mean, it was like what last week. Man. Yeah, I mean, it's like last week. It wasn't Guniac's fault. It was of course shipping's fault.
Yeah, and he told me that next day, hey man, I got you another one in the mail. Dude, you can't beat that. That's customer service, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But he's a guy that helps out the hobby just as much as like the dare say the bigger guys do.
Yes.
And Ray, I saw your video today about balancing the props, or excuse me, the props. Wow, slap on the hand for me. The EDS, because I need to do my FMS Bayhawk. I know you got a video.
At the field, man. At the field, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he did it at the field.
Yeah.
And he's so patient.
Yeah.
I remember that little kid. He's asking like 10 questions a minute. And I was like, it's okay, I got it. Yep. Right. Yeah, that's it. He's in there working on the prop or the fan. But
yeah. That's the thing about Ray, man. He helps so many people. I watch his videos, and Ray, your voice is just calming. Your voice is soothing. And to see you help these younger pilots or anybody out there that you're flying with, man, you're awesome, buddy. And then the fact that you make these afterburners, and right here, and guys, I'm just going to show you all of this stuff right here. It's all plug and play. I mean, this goes into the balance lead on your battery. Can't ask any more than that. You got an on-off switch if you choose to use it. Everything is JST plugs right into your throttle. I mean, guys, it doesn't get any easier than this. I mean, I put one in my MiG 17 in like 5 minutes. All your leads are long enough to get where you need them to be. Yeah, you can't ask for any easier, guys. And for the money, the price point, it just makes that plane come alive. So Ray has done an amazing job with these things. So keep it up, buddy. And I appreciate everything you do for me, man. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Skip, glad you
What's
joined
up,
us
Skip?
today.
What's up, buddy?
Oh man. Yeah, I was been wondering about you, like making sure you're all right, because I hadn't seen the videos posted in a while, and all of a sudden it's like you've got what three or four, correct me if I'm wrong, like new videos out with the Crash Test Boys.
That's right.
Every single one of them.
Hey, look, and did you see those repairs Skip did on those planes? I knew Skip could fix those. They want nothing for Skip, man. When I saw those planes, I'm going, really? Skip will have fun doing this, because I know he knows exactly how to fix these things, man. And then he went back out and he flew them after he fixed them, and they flew amazing. So Skip, you the man, buddy. I mean, you got you. I knew you had that, man. Not a problem. That was nothing.
Yeah, because that repair with an extra 300. You know what? Actually, I did not finish watching that. I need to go back and finish that one. Because what I was getting at is I would love to see the actual, if you had the footage of it actually wrecking or crashing, because that was pretty epic as far as the damage on that goes. That was pretty epic. I was actually thinking about buying one of those. But I'm not like a 3D flyer, but I want something I can kind of like throw around in the air, kind of like the L39 or the FMS Bayhawk. I mean, those are just, or the Avanti. All of those kind of classify with each other as far as being like sport jets. Even though the L39 is kind of covers both of those roles from a military standpoint jet and a.
That's right.
And a sports jet.
Yep. And look, I just wanted to give a quick shout out, guys. I don't know, he's probably not watching tonight because he's in the UK, but I just wanted to say that back, I think it was last fall, I made a comment. I'm sure all you guys know Jeff Nichols, who we've all seen on YouTube. He's over in the UK as well. He's a great guy. Love watching Jeff's videos. But there was a guy, Jeff did a video about a shirt that he received from a friend of his named RC Sean Brady. And Sean Brady sent Jeff this shirt right here, guys, from the Spitfire Museum over in the UK. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got all your different spits on it. And basically, I just made a comment, guys. I said, on Jeff's video, I said, man, that is an awesome shirt. I love flying my Spitfire. Wow, I would love to have one of those shirts. And, you know, Sean Brady saw my comment, reached out to me, and he said, hey, Jeff, I'd love to send you one of these shirts. I wrote him back, and I said, you know what, Sean, that is so nice of you to want to do that. I appreciate it. I'd love to have one. I said, but I know what shipping costs from over there. Please spend it on yourself. Mm-hmm. He said, absolutely not. I want to send you one of these shirts. This is it, guys. I mean, this shirt came all the way from the UK. I mean, you just can't get it everywhere. The Spitfire Museum, I had to put it on tonight. It's just an amazing shirt. And I just want to say, RC Sean Brady, if you're watching this, man, thank you. I never gave you the proper shout out for this shirt because I just could never get the timing right. Hadn't been doing lives. I am now with Dustin. He's helping me with this stuff. So this goes out to you, RC Sean Brady. Thank you so much, man. I love this shirt. And I just can't say thank you enough. So I really appreciate you sending that to me, man, from across the pond, as they say. Thank you.
Yeah, Brandon, I love, and Jeff can attest to this, the FMS Bayhawk, the only time when I take off, rolling the throttle, and the throttle stays pegged the whole time unless I'm in like a dive. The only time I come off that throttle is when I come to land. Like, it's just that fun of a daggone jet. Oh, I love
and he can fly the damn wings off of it. Let me go ahead and tell you guys.
Maybe not now, because I haven't flown like him forever, but
I got the video, though. Tune in and see the video of Jeff's Custom RC.
Given that I haven't flown in so long, but FMS Bayhawk and the L39 are always my go-to jets for like a warm-up because they fly and handle so well, slow, and they're forgiving. But when you really want to put it through its paces, you can, and it takes it all day, every day.
Yeah, and that look, we had one of our guys at our club flew that BEA Hawk until he went to LVC, man, and he just did get it on the ground because he's flying the crap out of this thing, right? Wide open, and all of a sudden, nothing. And he's like, wait, what? He still had, you know, control of the aileron, but no power to the motor. And he's like, what's going on? What's going on? So he pulled the throttle all the way back. And then all of a sudden he gave it a little more power, and the throttle and the power came back on. He's like, "Oh my God, I must be at LVC." So he brings it in and he lands it perfectly. I think he got like 6 minutes out of that jet, man. But he milked the crap out of it, and he flew the snot out of this thing for like 6 continual minutes. But I mean, dude, that's awesome for a jet like this. I mean, to fly like that and to be able to bring it down in one piece, I thought that was amazing, you know?
Oh, man. GooneyX, Ray says that his Hulk got a little munched. Oh, Ray, what happened? Spill it, dude. What happened? He was trying an endurance flight. Hey, speaking of endurance flight, I still haven't seen a Havoc fly over, 15 minutes. Horizon, if you're watching. And that's me saying that's Raven Rock Machine and Aviation, not Jeff's Custom RC, FYI.
Hey, whatever, bud. Hey, we're here, man. It is what it is.
Oh man.
Yeah, guys, I couldn't be doing this without Dustin, without the wife. Look, between Dustin, my wife, we call her the executive producer, and then Dustin is like, behind the scenes, getting the computers and the this and the that. So yeah, I mean, it's all because of those two people that I'm even here, just having fun with you guys and being a part of this. So I appreciate everything Dustin and my wife do, and I appreciate all you guys for being here. So thanks, Dustin.
It's a team effort, brother. It's a team effort, man.
That's right.
That's why we got a good thing going. We bounce off each other. We got great people that join us every Tuesday night. I mean, it can't get no better.
No, man, this is awesome. Love it.
Hey, Ray, it makes me humble to know that somebody of your flying experience can, dare I say, dumb thumbs from sometimes. Like you say it was a dumbass move, so I don't know. Maybe you panicked. 'Cause I've done it. Hey, my maiden flight on my FMS Bayhawk, I had the ailerons backwards, and the reason I had it backwards is because I was facing the jet, and so when I went right, I was like, okay, the right wing, which actually the plane's left, went up. I was like, okay, I'm cool. Yeah, I landed it. I messed up the nose gear, but it was $10 to fix, and I'd rather that happen than to have to replace the fuse or anything of that nature. So I got lucky.
Hey man, we've all had dumb thumbs, so your mind's thinking one thing, your hands are thinking another. We've all been there, brother. If you hadn't, I'm sorry, but you're lying. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, even the best of the best are going to mess up and go, what did I just do? I've seen some of the best guys we've got flying at our field, and they go, damn.
Right.
I mean, so it's what it is, man.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It sucks that it happens, but it's just all part of the hobby.
That's right.
Hey,
that's what gets us into customizing and repairs. If you didn't ever mess up, you wouldn't have a need to fix nothing.
Oh yeah. So I had ordered the foam egg crate cushions from Amazon to put in the bed of my truck so that I could put my F-14 on. Well, of course, it didn't come the day it said it was going to come. I'm ready to go fly this bird, and on the way back, so what I'll do is I'll tape the the flight stand, the foam ones or like the blue ones that you use to work on your planes. I'll tape them into the bed of the truck because my bed is carpeted in there, and it'll stay. The bird's 13 pounds, and I'll drive easy. And anyhow, I had this woman pull out in front of me, and I had to get aggressive on the brakes, and the plane fell over. And when it did, it broke one of the vertical stabilizers, and luckily it didn't do nothing else to the wings or anything like that. But man, I was like, I should have just waited until the next day. I was supposed to be here the next day, and had gone. So that cost me $40.
Hey, and look, and Dave RC, buddy, we've all had trees jump up out of no damn where. I mean, I've had it happen. This plane, right?
Oh yeah.
Right here, it happened with, but I fixed it. But yeah, we've all had a tree jump up, man, out of the middle of nowhere. So, dude, you're not by yourself. Oh yeah. And yes, the wife says, "Hey."
Oh man. So I had my big carbon Cub, the Carbon Carbon SS, from Horizon, the orange and white one. Anyhow, I was letting my dad fly it because he can fly a Carbon. He can fly a Cub. Excuse me. He can fly the Cub, and we've got these two trees that have this wide gap, and my dad is used to flying the yellow and gray one. The smaller one, like a 1.5 meter. So he's flying this big bird, and he thinks his depth perception got him. And he flew that somewhere. He thought it was near him, and he went to turn left, but ended up nailing the tree. He flew into the tree. And we have a deal if he wrecks my plane, he fixes it or buys another one, and vice versa. But I was more upset about the battery because we had to get a tree climber. One of our friends, luckily, is a tree climber and climbed up there, and I saved the plane, but it had so much stuff that needed to be replaced. I just ended up we ended up getting another one, but I kept the plane just for the foam, so I can carve out foam if I need to fix something else on another plane. I can take that foam and use it for that. Servos and stuff, because it had rained. Because the time it crashed, the time I got out of the tree was like almost a week, and it had rained, and I just didn't trust it. I mean, even the receivers, I just didn't trust at all.
Yeah. And while with aviation, you don't have to use a separate battery with GUNIX Afterburner. It plugs right into the balance lead on your existing battery in the plane, which is what makes this system right here so awesome. This goes into your throttle, and then this goes to your balance lead on your battery, and you're all set. There's a switch that you can turn it off or on if you choose, but that's all you got to do is plug this into your balance lead on your existing battery, depending on what size 4S, 6S, whatever it is you're flying, and that's all there is to it, man. So no, you do not need another battery to power your Afterburner, which is amazing as well. Easy, man. You're not going to get any easier than plug and play with this thing, I promise you that.
So check
and
this.
Ray, drop a link for Ray. Drop a link for Ray's stuff too, guys, for his Afterburners, if you don't mind.
So I'm pulling up the. Oh, can you
around?
Here we go. Here's the money shot. Let's rewind it back here a little bit more. You see it right here.
Are you coming back around?
Look at this. Oh!
We're fine.
It's like, where did that tree come from? It just jumped out.
That's what I'm talking about.
It all happens. It all happens. But man, go check out that video because he was flying it low. You know about high alpha? That was very, very high alpha.
Damn, he flew that like right up into the tree.
Oh, some of that's from 9 years ago. Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
he's come a long way since then, man.
What's up, Ethan RC?
Hey, Ethan, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Where's Channel 6?
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, man.
All right, so anything else anybody wants to throw in here tonight?
That was your first EDF? Yeah, you were flying the absolute pure snot out of that.
He was getting it, man. That was awesome.
So it's over. So Randy, the 300 is over propped. So does that mean you need a smaller prop, or the pitch is just too aggressive for it? Not trying to catch the virus from Ethan. Channel 6 is busy trying not to catch the virus.
I hear you.
Oh, brother.
Aren't we all? You know, it's like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I told Dave Marshall when he was talking about, coming to see us Friday, I was telling him he needs to try to get my Hangar 18 in Cary, man. Brian might have that Pitts. Or something he's looking for while he's here, because Brian's normally got a lot of cool stuff in stock. You know that yourself.
Wait, is he looking for the UMX pits?
I think Dave Marshall said he was looking for that new Pitts, the red one that came out.
Oh, if they have that new one, the whole SU-30 ain't happening again. If they have, they have it. It's mine.
Yeah. You might want to call Brian and just ask him because you never know, man. Yeah, you never know.
You never know. I did find a a hobby shop in Greensboro that had one, and I got so excited. And Tilly goes, "It's the white one, which is a first generation, so it's been on the shelf for quite a while." And I was like,
"Right on, Dave. Right on, baby." Live normal. I like it.
Very well said. Very well said.
Definitely. No, seriously. So, like, I never got an answer from Dave. What time, Dave, are you thinking you're going to be here on Friday afternoon?
Well,
I've got to work some.
Yeah. I got to work some.
Oh, man, stop. Look, you know what? As long as I can work, baby, I got to work. You know what I'm telling you, man? It is what it is, buddy.
Hey, Dave, you might want to bring a few more dead presidents, because there might be a Spitfire in my hangar. Hint. I'll just tease you with it. Either or.
Hey, I've got this Redtail P-51 Balsa Hangar 9 up here, man. That it can roll too, baby.
You know he likes flying beer coolers.
Well, you know what? A lot of guys are liking Balsa these days too, and this one was built by me, man. It's right, buddy. I promise you that.
Oh, I no doubt about it being right. Oh man.
See you later, Skip. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Take care, man.
See you, my friend. Have a good one. Hey, Craft King. I want to build something, but everybody's like, you need to build a cub first, and I've already got.
I did that.
I got 3 cubs, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I built the big Hangar 9 cub. I mean, it was massive, man. It was beautiful, yellow. And actually, you know, Mr. Frank that owns the field where we fly, he bought it from me last year, and took it to Knoll with him year before that. It was year before that. Took it to Knoll with him. Flew it about 4 or 5 times, and he says it's because all these different radios, cheaper radios, interfered. And he put it in the ground, man. I don't know if it broke his heart worse or mine to see that plane that I built torn all to pieces, because it was a beautiful Balsa plane, man. I'm from North Carolina, Brandon. Me and Dustin both are. We live about an hour and a half from each other, buddy.
I'm laughing at what Dave Marshall said, because relax, Dustin. He's like, you bitches only need 1 plane. Says dude. You need
all
all
hook
the
you
planes.
up, Dave.
You need all the planes, right? Spirit fingers.
That's right. Yeah, Dave, we can hook you up, buddy.
Very good. Our goal is to fill your trunk.
Yes.
With nothing but planes.
Or either you can put Amy in the trunk and the cars inside the damn vehicle. I don't care, man.
I'm sure that conversation go over really well.
Yeah, that's right, honey. You got to ride in the trunk all the way back home. I got to put airplanes inside.
Oh man, be like, does this smell like chloroform to you? Oh man, that's too funny. That's too funny.
Oh Lord, God. Oh man.
Yeah, so Ethan lives in like near Goldsboro.
Yeah, he's near Goldsboro. Him and I think it's Channel R6, and then his other buddy too. They're all from that area around there. Yep.
Hey Troy. Well, you can always play the stupid card. Honey, there's only supposed to be one, but it was such a good deal, or, well, that escalated quickly.
Put her on a bus back home, you know.
Hey, you can take the mega bus, goes to Atlanta, then hitch a ride from Uber. You might have to buy 2 seats, though, for mega bus with your plane.
There you go.
Yeah. So, guys, also go check out Brendan. On his channel, he's got the X-Cub, which is the big white, gray, and red plane. Beautiful, and he's got like a Sato, like boxer engine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that thing sounds absolutely sick.
Yes, it does. Yes,
I love how it sounds.
Definitely.
You only need 1 plane. Do you, Dave? Do you? Look, here's the thing. Be like, here's the Spitfire, and I'll throw in a case of Yingling. And Dave be like, so, honey, I got this plane, but I also got a free case of Yingling.
Exactly. What do you do, man? You know, damn. You don't get that from Motion RC, baby.
Oh man, yeah, Brandon. They just canceled the fly-in because of the virus going around. It was about like in 2 weeks, so that was a safe call. I hate it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, we were talking about a couple weekends ago, man. We're going to try to have a big jet fly-in at our field coming up, maybe more towards the fall, and be all jets. Because we've got Brian flies a couple of BVMs. Brian's actually got a new F-16 turbine, man, that is massive. It's bigger than the BVM. I haven't even seen it yet, but
Really?
It's Arctic camo like this one, man, and it's supposed to be awesome. I can't wait to see it. But he was telling me about it, and Brian, he ain't scared. He'll fly anything. So he's the one on my channel flying the big F-18 Desert Camo BVM, and that's a sweet plane he's got too, guys. So I think that video on my channel's had over 1,600 views. That's a beautiful jet. That Desert Camo is beautiful on that jet. So definitely check it out.
Oh, Motion RC never gives away beers like bastards.
Yeah,
Oh man.
What's up, Victor? How you doing, buddy?
Victor Samuelus, how's it going, my friend?
Sorry to see your AL-37 had a bumpy landing there, man, but I know you can fix it too because you're good at that.
Oh yeah. He got lucky. He had some rash on one of the nacelles, but nothing like a little patchwork sanding and some repaint can't fix.
That's right. Keeps us fresh, man. Keeps us doing what we do,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like to see Dave. After you get the F-18, you should get the HSC F-16, and leave the box in the living room and just film like Amy's reaction. Just don't say nothing. Just put like a camera, put the Teddy Bell camera. Like, hey, honey, don't look at the left eye. Look at the right eye, the one that's really messed up. Look at that eye, right? So I would love to see her reaction. Because if I know, I know if I bought a $1,200, $1,400, $1,500 plane and told my wife the real cost, not saying I lied to her.
No.
My butt would be grass.
Oh, man. Might be sleeping with it, hadn't you?
You ain't lying. You are not lying.
Yeah, cozy and right on up. But you know what? Hey.
Do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
It does give you a rush. Just saying.
It does. But then you get caught and you're like, ooh, oh.
Yeah, oops, sorry. Yeah. Tell you what, man, Horizon Hobby's killing it too, guys, with the smart technology. Everywhere you look, every time you turn around, smart technology. It's in every magazine. Videos are coming out like crazy. So definitely checking out some smart technology. Bam. Yep. Smart. Getting smarter all the time, guys. Right here. Well, Jeff's Custom RC. Wait for it. Some big things coming down the pipe. Can't disclose yet, but it's coming, guys. So hope to have you in there and checking out what we got going. My wife and I are working on some big projects. So that's all I can say right now.
They're huge projects.
Huge.
It's huge. Yeah. Oh man. All right, later,
man.
Ray.
So we've been killed for a while, almost 2 hours. What are you thinking?
Yeah. We'll finish up. We'll ended up at 10. We'd been on for like an hour and a half at that point.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, hour and a half. That's right. Yeah.
Thanks, Ray, for joining us. Thanks, Tim.
Thank everybody. Thank you guys for all the support and showing up again. Episode what is this? 2 now? 3?
Yeah. This as the Flight Club, round 2. So
and next week we'll be on Dustin's channel, guys. So definitely tune in. Raven Rock Machine and Aviation, 8:30 for another episode, round 3. And hopefully we'll have up a new poster, a new picture for you guys. Trying to keep it fresh for you, keep it real.
Gotta keep it fresh.
Some new topics. Hopefully, we'll all be well.
Yeah. Hope everybody has good health and don't catch the virus.
Yeah, no doubt.
As you're saying.
Thank you for coming by, Troy. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah. Does anybody got anything to add before we sign off here? Any questions, comments, suggestions? We're doing this by the seat of our pants, so we'll welcome criticism, good or bad, either way.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah, well, I mean, we're just having fun with you guys. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Maybe we'll all learn something. If anybody's got a topic they want to talk about, please drop it. We'll be glad to discuss it. I'm Jeff's Custom RC at gmail.com. Drop me a link if you want to. Be glad to hear from you guys. Tell me what's going on if you want something to talk about. Hey, Captain Photon, where you been, buddy? Man, just showing up to the party.
You can't show up this late. What the world?
I know, right? Man.
Where's your tardy? I'm gay. Really?
Yeah, Bledsoe Trains. What's up, man? You guys coming in? Hey, glad to have you guys, man.
I hope so, Dave. Dave Marshall. We'll see. What plane?
What plane is everyone buying with their government 1K? Yeah, right. Count on it. You hold your breath, Brendan, because I'm holding mine, okay? So wait for it, buddy. All
right? My channel is, I know it's wrong, but it's because I do, oh, sorry, I'm tapping it. I can't do two things at once right now. So it's Raven Rock, Machine, and Aviation. Better yet, let me just get a link. So, guys, the key thing is if you're not subbed to me, please sub. That way you can stay up on top of things.
Definitely. Check them out, guys.
Also, hit the bell for both our channels so you can stay on top of everything that we offer, so that you stay on track. You don't miss anything. And if I can find the chat again. I got the chat pop
Glad to have you in here tonight, man. Thank you for coming, buddy.
Oh, Bledsoe, hey, buddy. So we got to give it to Bledsoe. He normally does this on Tuesday night, and he gave us a spot for us. But anytime, Bledsoe, you want to do a show, more welcome to do it. Or if you want to come in for us, you can.
Give him a wrench too, Dustin. Give him a wrench too, man.
He's got one.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, shots fired, Ricky. Talk about I'm gay. You're right. Have you seen my hot wife?
Yeah, really. Exactly.
I told her she needs to go get her daggone eyes checked because I married up. She married down. Poor girl.
EQRC, the name of the sound system is the Sense One from Banggood. It's $69. Look on their website. Sense One is the company that makes it. And it's the RC airplane sound system, and it's around $69. You can't beat it, man. It's a great system.
Mm-hmm. I believe.
Ricky.
Oh, here it is. It's the Sense. I think it's the Sense. Oh, now they came up to it's $71.76 now.
But you can get a discount on it. You can normally get like 15% off.
Oh, really?
Coupon. Yeah. Yeah, you can find a coupon normally for about 15% off on their website, which will bring it down too.
Right. I just dropped the link. There's two different versions on Banggood. One's for RC cars. You want the Sense ESS, which is the the air.
Yes. Yeah. Matter of fact, hang on. I'll show you. Hold up.
I just dropped the link to it.
Yeah, I was going to break out a box here. This is I still have one left, as a matter of fact. I haven't put it in a plane yet. But if you guys can see that is it right there. Is that clear enough?
Yeah, man.
That's it right there, guys. So yeah, it's awesome. Comes with everything you need right out of the box, guys.
Dave. Boom, shakalaka. There goes Captain Photon. The graphics of you two sexy gods is off the wall.
He's killing me, man.
Oh,
we need a party. We need a party ranger. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. So they'd be great to, guys, if you're on the East Coast and if Not on the Fall is not getting canceled or anything of that nature, if you have the ability to go, at least for like one day, I'm hoping to be down there. I know Jeff's going to be down there. EQRC, I don't think you live far from there. I know you went last year. But it'd be cool to hang out and, like, you know, meet you guys and not just be seeing your videos, but actually meet you in person. Own it. No, Dave Marshall, he does not have a Facebook. Wow, wow, wow.
Man, look, Dave, I do face to face every day, man, and I mean that's what I've always said, buddy. I see people every day, man, and I've never done it.
I call it the Book of Face.
Well, it's like people make you feel like you have leprosy if you don't do Facebook, man. It's like, you don't Facebook? No. I mean, damn.
Oh man, oh gosh, guys, I can't appreciate enough all the support. I mean, heck, we've got what 30 thumbs up. We've had it at one point. We had, I believe, like 42 watching. I know being on the weekday night, it's kind of harder for people to tune in and tune in longer, but I appreciate all the support. Me and Jeff both do.
Very much.
And we're trying to find ways of kind of collaborating the YouTube channels so that way it's not hard for you guys to keep up, like who's hosting the show on what week. We're kind of still figuring that out. I know you can make posts on YouTube, but I think you can only do that once you hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm not sure. I'm still researching all of it, but yeah, we'll eventually figure something out. If you have any suggestions, you know, leave them in the comments or just leave a comment after the video here and just let us know. Boy.
Rangers kill.
Rick, you just cray.
Guys are too funny, man. I love you guys. I tell you, man, this is awesome hanging out with you fellas, buddy. This makes it all worthwhile to do all this.
Yep. And but I believe let's wrap it up and call it a night. I know I've got some work to do here.
Yep.
Appreciate it, Millennial 1000, or excuse me, 100. My apologies.
Thank you. That's my mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy. That's so awesome that your mom watches.
Hey, you know, what do you do, man? You know?
I tell my mom, I'm like, hey, I host me and my friend, we host a YouTube show on Tuesday night. She goes, what's YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, actually, she does. She supports me very much, man, and I really appreciate all of
it. Brandon's comment about you have skeletons. Oh,
Brandon.
We'll appreciate it, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Don't forget, tomorrow we have GB Linden, then on and Josh Weaver. Josh Weaver's first, followed by GB Linden. Then on Thursday we have Mr. Kenny. I always want to say Kenny Rogers for some reason. On Friday we have Days RC. On Saturday we have Pilot Ryan. Hopefully he'll touch base about the HST Jets. He's flown it, give his overall review on it. I know I'll be hitting him up for some questions. And then on Sunday we'll have Mary Boozer, and then on Monday we have Mr. Dave, the Air Marshal RC.
Yep. And then back to us again, so it's just...
Then it comes full circle. Full circle, the vicious cycle happens again.
That's right. Yep.
But
everyone
awesome.
Stay safe, stay well. Don't breathe on nobody. Keep your distance from people. Don't go out and eat anywhere. Stay home. Sounds like fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Go fly a plane, man. Hey, you know what? If they said I had to stay home, as long as I can go fly my damn airplanes,
I'm good.
I'm good. As long as we got power out there, I can charge a battery, and I can fly a plane. What more do you need? I mean,
Right on, man.
Just saying. So, yeah. So, on that note, guys, while you're home this week, hanging out, don't have anything, put up some good videos of flying your planes in your best Corona hazmat suit. I don't know. Have fun with it, man.
Oh, man.
You got to find humor in it. I mean, we have to. We have to find humor, and let's just praise God. We're all here, and hang in there, guys. Be here for each other. Be kind to one another. Be patient with everybody. That's all you can do, man. And try to find joy in a situation, because that's what we've got to do,
Amen to that. You want to sign it off?
Yeah, guys, thank you very much for showing up. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you being here. Hope you have a great week, and tune in next week to Raven Rock Machine and Aviation for episode number 3 of Flight Club. Hope to see you guys there. Send us any kind of comments you like in this video, guys, on what you might like to see, things you'd like to talk about. We'll get it done for you. Thank you, Dustin, for all the support. Thanks to the wife, for our executive producer, helping us out. And thanks so much to all you guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you back soon. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. See you. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next week. Take care, be safe, and don't crash. Bye now.